right, Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans.
Let's go, fellas. Get a set. Get it in. Get it in.
Watson on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. Screen pass to Lindsay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. I'm coming for you.
On first down, Costello. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You can't block me. Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. Costello. He's going to look deep for more. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Smooth. Yo, cheetah. Check. Five.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 24. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Costello. And it's incomplete.
Costello's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, Wood. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I'm gonna.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. I got you. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. Mike. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. Mike 21.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And Stills bringing it in.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, You often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught. It's Malone. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Costello. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready, ready. 50. Bring it. Bring it. Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Coming this way, coming this way. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. All day, all day.
Out Out of the gun, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl. Lawson. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Motion, motion, motion.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Watson going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Fighting through, and he's got space. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Mike's 50, Mike's
Mixon with a first down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch twitch. Kill. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Check 3, ready.
Now Joe Mixon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Go. Mike, check. 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Looking to throw. Costello letting one go deep for the... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. You got Ocean Man right there.
On the run, it's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you.
2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 2.
Back to throw. Costello going deep. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Hey, defense, let's go. 24. 0-0, Mike Green. I got you. Line him, go.
2nd and 5 now. Watson and Stills over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. A good pickup there, a 22. Watson now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Watson operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Right here. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Sponge. No.
Now Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Sack, baby.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alert flare. Watch out.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Come on now, let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Topper!
Now they run with Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam, and just gets through it. How about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
He goes to use you. He comes to me.
Watson now throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, it's caught, Stills, right side. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds Hopkins complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watson now 5 straight completions here this second half. 1st and 10. Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there.
That's it, baby. We gon' play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3. Hey, echo. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Hey, check.
To throw again. Costello. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
He's got a man, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Hey, check Mike 21. Round him, go.
3rd and 2, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. That one goes for 30 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Watson on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, check like 29. Check like 21. Let's go.
To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Bengals take over 1st
Let's go.
and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check back, check back. Showing it. 80 weapon.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here we go. All day. Defense all day. Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, Costello. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set. 30 base. Double time, double time. We got 3, Spiders, we got 3. Hey, exit. 50.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. Pass incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Costello. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
We're set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Oh, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
54. Check 29. Crunch.
Now it's Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Alert.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and very short, Watson with Stills bringing it in. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Kill. 0-0, Mike Green. Get your swarm on.
Now Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Rush in. 49.
Watson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Hey.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators. Come on. 3 buzz. Hey, Delta.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing to go.
Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 50. Hey, Alpha. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Let's go, D. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Now.
On 4th down, Costello. And this is caught. He hits Moore. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Here's Bullock now for the extra point.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 38, Texans 34.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. It's complete. Stills. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. 54. Watch the screen. Jim.
Back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Out. He's coming. We got something now. Check nickel.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darquez Denard. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Cincinnati, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.